Wouldn't that be too bad? Really? Over here.
If Russia was a character in
Here we go with the
fairy tale,
hypotheticals. Yeah.
what would his magic be?
Probably making people disappear. Mysteriously. And quietly. Over here?
Since you've come to Canada, have you been to Tim Hortons?
I'm not yet. But I... Whoa! Sorry. I'll make sure that we get there before I leave. Tim Hortons.
Get a nice cap. Get a nice cap. Yeah, get a nice cap. Just get all of it.
And a maple donut. Back here?
Here?
Yes.
So on the topic of homosexuality and
I'm all for it.
so because Japan is quite prejudicial, you can see in all the shows they stopped in time even though they were kind of advanced back then. I think I thoroughly enjoyed Yuri on Ice, but it wasn't like the best show. It was really enjoyable, but I think one of the reasons was because it portrayed with such natural ambient homosexuality and as main actors, right? Did you know that it was going to have this turn out? Did you want to portray a homosexual character, or it just came and you did it, you didn't know? I think that's why it got so much recognition.
I knew that that there were homosexual characters. I've talked about this a little bit at a couple different places. As an actor, in my personal opinion, that shouldn't matter. None of that should ever matter. You should be able to play a love scene. I should be able to play a love scene with you. I should be able to play a love scene with her. I should be able to play a love scene with that speaker. if that's what is called for, because that is the job. And the job is not to go, does this match with my personal feelings? That's not the job at all. So I did know a little bit about it, because I don't know how many of you are familiar with Sonny Strait, but he's a funny guy. He's a very funny guy. So sometimes I'd come in and he'd be like, all right, ready to kiss some boys today? Sure, let's do it. I'm in a booth. There's nobody else in here. I'm safe. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. But also just being in the entertainment industry in general, if you're not at least tolerant of homosexuality, you're not going to have many friends, really, because the arts are full, it turns out, of all kinds of people, and some of those people happen to be homosexual. A lot of them, actually. And I think if we're lucky, one day we'll get to a place where we don't have to put homosexual in front of it to talk about it, and we can just say, oh yeah, he's a cool guy. And then no one will care. Maybe one day. Because I don't know why anybody cares.
Well, I just want to say, as a homosexual person, I appreciate the work you put in like a pioneer breaking this stigma that Japan had. And so thank you for your work.
Absolutely. My pleasure. And I will make sure to thank the creator for you when I meet her. Yes.
Have you watched 50% Off?
Yes, I have. Actually, those two guys make vocal appearances in Free. They are both in the show.
Yeah.
So yes, I was made aware of them somewhere during the time of it was actually Greg Ayers who told me about 50% Off. And so I watched a little bit of it. I was like, that's funny. And then they said, hey, Funimation came separately, and they were like, hey, there's this show called 50% Off. They kind of make fun of Free. Would you mind, can you find some roles for him? And I was like, well, probably not a role, not a main role. I don't know these guys. I don't know if they're any good. One of them actually is really good. The other one is, but he made it through. It was perfect. But they're both in the show. So yes, I am aware of them, and though Funimation may not approve of what they do, I think it's okay. I don't really know how Funimation feels about it. I didn't ask them. I know how I feel about it. There's so many hands in the back.
Mr. Jewell, my question for you, which is something I call the Harry Potter syndrome.
Uh-oh.
It's very with Daniel Radcliffe. He's forever known as Harry Potter. Are you
Right.
afraid that's going to happen to something like one of your roles? Like,
It's already happened.
people are only going to ever recognize you as this one person and not really.
Well, I guess the good thing for me is it's happened with multiple roles.
Yeah.
I'll never get away from Kyosoma, which is fine. I don't want to, but I'll never get away from it. And that was one of my first bigger things to do anyway. So there's it's got a special place for me. So might as well have one for everybody else, right?
Do you not mind that people will sometimes only acknowledge you for one role that you've done?
It doesn't bother me at all. I don't. This is gonna. Well, I hope I can convince you of this. No, but it's true. I don't do it to be recognized. That has nothing to do with it. I don't do it for the money, because that's not really that much. It's just a fun thing to do. How many people, I did all the things in school growing up that were geared to doing this. The drama, the choir, the musical performances, I did all that stuff. So the fact that I have anywhere where I still get to do that, and they actually pay me, that's good enough for me. That is perfectly fine. And not to mention now there's these things, which at one time did not exist. There were no real anime conventions, and the ones that were around were very small. You went there for free. and you went because, hey, these are the people that are supporting your shows. So it doesn't really bother me at all. I'm just glad I get the chance to do it because I like doing it. Woo! For life!